On our trip this year, we're headed across Canada to the Canadian Rockies. We're going to be visiting Jasper, Lake Louise, Banff, and Waterton National Parks. We left early in September and will last about 4 weeks. I did reserve all the national parks except Waterton about 6 months in advance. I had no problems getting the reservations. This year we were going to have our trip in Yellowstone. I already made all the reservations, Yellowstone, Grand Tetons, Black Hills. But because of what's going on down there right now with the politics and everything, we decided to cancel that. And I booked the Rocky Mountain trip instead. Our first main stop, we're going to stay just east of Calgary in Drumheller for a couple days and go see the Dinosaur Museum in the Badlands. This trip's going to consist of long travel days, probably 10 hours in the car for 4 days till we get to Drumheller. During this set of episodes, I imagine there might be 4, I'm going to be trying on different hats to see which ones you like. And you can comment down below to see which one you like best. We're going to start off with the Great Guy hat. It's not really a Great Guy hat. It's a Gary electrical distributor here locally. Then we have my bucket hat. This is my favorite. This is the traditional Tilly hat. This one is my summer Tilly hat, which is a lot lighter and cooler. We left early in the morning on a foggy day, headed to northern Ontario around the Great Lakes. I will not take the shortcut through the States because you know why. Left the house about 6:10 a.m. and it was 24 degrees, sunny. Drove about 9 hours and 35 minutes on that first day. First stop, we stopped at the Big Nickel in Sudbury. It's very busy there, lots of tourists. Well, here we are at the Big Nickel in Sudbury. There's a pile of people here. I didn't think it was this popular. I'll show you. I guess you can do a tour in this building. That costs quite a bit of money, I guess. They even have a playground here. Right behind the Nickel. Here we are at a rest area. Like the trees here. Picnic area. I had to stop and make a coffee. Almost at Sault Ste. Marie, hour and a half away. So we just stopped here to rest a bit, stretch our legs. It's just pit toilets here, not very nice. Double layer toilet paper all the way around the seat, that's for sure. And just drink my coffee here. Nice weather, perfect day. Okay, gotta get the road. Gotta go. Then we drove to our boondocking spot, which is by a sports arena in a parking lot by Echo Bay, just southeast of Sault Ste. Marie. We're on the road for 9 hours or something. Stopped a few times. This looks like a pretty good spot. There's no one else here right now. There might be some later, because it's only 5:45 right now. On our second day of travel, we're headed to Thunder Bay. Rainy and foggy. We hit the road by 8 a.m. We had to gas up first. On the way there, we stopped at the halfway point across Trans-Canada Highway at Chippewa Falls. Going on a little venture, see some falls. Well, she's not coming. Yeah, you can't see much here. stopped at Voyager's Lodge for some fantastic apple fritters. I heard a lot about them. They are really good. Right before Wawa. Tell me that they don't have fritters? Huh?
Some days I'm walking around in circles. Some days I'm just stuck in a rut, and I feel like starting over.
Famous apple fritter place.
Some days just look like any other. Pull up to the house, paint on a smile, and I feel like
You
starting
can smell them in here.
move out and away.
You guys just grab them.
Some days I'm walking around in circles. Some days I'm just stuck in a rut, and I feel like starting over. With a different face and a different way.
We're here at Agawa Bay Scenic Lookout. That's the scenic lookout right there. There's a few cars pulling in. I know people boondock here, right there in that spot. But it's right beside the highway, so it's kind of noisy. See, here comes a vehicle. Big truck. So we're gonna hear overnight. Our next spot is Old Woman Bay, a point of interest in Lake Superior Provincial Park, which requires a permit, which we didn't have. Luckily, we didn't get caught.
Is that it there? That
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
right?
Here we are at Old Woman Bay. I think that's the old woman up there. Apparently. It's a nice sandy beach. I'm going to feel the water. See how chilly it is? Yeah, she's chilly. Beautiful. It's a van up there. You're supposed to have a provincial park permit to be down here, and I don't have one. So we're not going to stay long. Yeah, we'll stop at Wawa, take a picture of the big goose. Canadian goose. There he is. He's huge. Off to Thunder Bay. We got one more stop at a falls. And that's it. Our last stop is Agassiz Falls and Gorge. Really nice area, but Monique did not like the heights. Look at this cool walkway. All the way down the gorge, I hope, or the falls. We'll see. Never been here before, I don't know. The viewing platform down here, it looks like. Yeah, that's cool. Where's Monique? There she is. You gotta come see. Red stones. Just off the highway. Northern Lake Superior. Northern Shore. Look at these rocks. They're red. Red rocks. Feel the water, see what cold it is, but I don't know if it's wet. next boondocking spot for the night is an empty lot close to Thunder Bay in the woods, west of Sleeping Giant Provincial Park, just off the highway. Well, this is our boondocking spot for the night. We just went through a rainstorm over there. We just got a sprinkle. It missed us. This is just east of Thunder Bay, probably 20 kilometers maybe. Found this on I Overlander, close to the highway. You can hear it a bit. Trans-Canada Highway's right there. There we got a nice birch tree. It's level. We're going to have some supper, watch some TV, hit the sack. Okay. See you tomorrow. Okay, this is our third day of travel. It was sunny, cloudy, and rain. We're on the road by 8 a.m. again. The views of driving has changed. No more beautiful lakes, bays, but lots of trees and still little lakes here and there. There's another hour time change. Lost another hour. Stopped and had our breakfast in Blind River at a rest area. We're stopped at a rest station, I believe, on our way to Kenora. And we ran into our buddy here again. Driving around the world. He's got wire screens on all over his windows. Safe in there. He must be sleeping in there now. Maybe he drove all night. And sleeps here, these things, during the day. Actually, I don't think you're allowed to camp here. So here we are, starting a new day. We're going to make it to just across the border of Manitoba. Falcon Beach Campground, I believe. A provincial park. Then we arrived in Manitoba around 2 p.m. at Falcon Lake Provincial Park. We booked one night at a full-service site. Here at Falcon Lake Beach Campground. Close to the washrooms over there. It's a full-service site. It's actually a pull-through. It goes all the way down there. And it's spitting out right now, drizzling. It poured on the way here. So this is a provincial park in Manitoba. Full service site. Cost me $25, which is crazy. And they're supposed to have free Wi-Fi all over the park, but we can't get it to work. It's supposed to come from that building right there. And I had issues with my hydro too. I had some error code come up on my thing, so I just plugged in the 110 instead of 30 amp. See how that goes. Yeah, it's raining again now. But I'm here now. I'm going to go see the beach. I'm going to be barbecuing here later. He said, yeah, just put the awning out. See how windy it is? I don't know. See what happens. This is their little shower building. Let's see what it's like. The coin operated. Not the nicest. How can you have two people in here at once? Huh. Me and the wife could shower together. Fantastic. You gotta put coins in there. It's a good feeling. Yeah, this is the washroom. Pretty clean, actually. Here, that's our spot. Looks like people here stay for a long time. Some spots like this one, but their clothes all hung up, towels in the rain. Let's see what the beach is like on a cold, stormy day. But there's no people there. We'll see. This is a playground. Looks like they just raked it. They do look after this park. And they got a boardwalk. A huge beach. Volleyball net. Looks like a really nice lake. I don't know about this beach area. It's littered with goose poo. I didn't realize how big it was. Huge. There's the culprits right there. Oh, there's one in here. What day is it?
Today is Wednesday, September 3rd.
And we're leaving Falcon Lake Beach Campground. It was a very nice little campground. Today we're off to just outside of Regina, a boondocking spot. We came to this campground because it was going to be cold. We needed hydro for our electric heater and dump the tanks. That's the most important thing. Dump the tanks. So on our way, we're going to stop off halfway across Canada. We're going to see that. And then head to Regina. Another province we haven't been to in the van. Saskatchewan. It's kind of rainy out today. I think we're going to drive through the rain. We're going to drive in the sun. So we'll see when we get halfway to Canada. See when we get to halfway across Canada. Headed to our next boondocking spot, which is about an hour northeast of Regina. Definitely more of a boring ride. No more mountains or lakes. Just straight, flat roads till we got closer to Regina. The landscape began to change there. It's a little more hilly. On the way there was a tourist interest point halfway across Canada. It's a spot right off Trans-Canada Highway number 1 with big red chairs and a big sign on the Canadian flag. Here we are at the center of Canada. Got the big red chairs. Here comes Monique. Then we crossed the border into Saskatchewan. Ran into major construction. We had to backtrack 50 kilometers because the Trans-Canada was closed. Or maybe just my GPS didn't know where the hell to go. Then we boondocked out of Lookout Point, Catapwa Town. A very long 9-hour drive. Here we are at a point of interest area, boondocking. I found an overlander. Pretty cool spot. Just north of Indian Head, outside of Regina. I don't know what it's called, but there's a lake here. And they have all these mountains too. I don't know if you can see them, but they go forever. We've seen them earlier, way to the east. There's no signs here, and people say you can come here. No one else is here. Day 5. It was sunny, cloudy, and rainy. A high of 20. Winds were terrible. 40 to 45 kilometers an hour. Very windy. Hit the road at 7:30. We're headed to Drumheller, Alberta today. It's one of our main stops. Had another hour time change. Lost another hour. We hit Regina around 8:20. We just took the bypass around. I didn't want to go through town because the winds were so strong, and I just wanted to get around there. We got in the Moose Jaw. We stopped for breakfast and coffee. I had a terrible time keeping the speed up with these strong winds. We were doing like 95 and the highway speed limit was 110. Then I had my crosswind stabilization activating on the van all the time. That's pretty scary. She hits the brakes. Winds were still really strong, over 45 kilometers an hour. I don't know what they're gusting to, way more than that. And the farmlands seemed to go on forever. Wasn't many cows or horses to be seen either. We found the salt fields interesting to see, but they had a sulfur smell to them. They were near the town of Morris. It looked like snow. It was blowing across the highway. We had lunch at A&W. Then we took a photo at the Welcome to Alberta sign. Finally arrived at Drumheller. We drove by the Badlands, beautiful views. Just wandering around people's backyards. See the neighborhood deer. Open. There's the big dinosaur. Holy smokes. And we drove down to see the Hoodoos and Canyons. Beautiful spot with lots of history behind it. Those are the Hoodoos. It's just because there's different sediment. The roads faster than others.
Just wait.
We booked a couple nights at the Dinosaur RV Park, which is really close to the museum. We were both really tired, especially with all that driving with the crazy winds. Hopefully we had a really good night's sleep.
We got the top down, cruising at 65. The engine's rolling.
Up to the museum.
It's good to be alive. Out on the highway. Oh yeah, we're free now. We watch the sun rise up. We watch the sun go down.
Off to the Dinosaur Museum. The Royal Tyrrell Museum. This is just outside the museum. There's lots of trails they have all the way around it, and a lot of good views to see. So now we're going to head back to the van and have some lunch, and then head back into town. Before we go into town, we're going to head to Horse Thief Canyon. This area of Red Deer River Valley earned its name during the early settler years when ranching was the main industry. Thousands of horses range from here to beyond the Handhills to the east. Legend has it that horses would disappear into the canyons of the Red Deer River Valley, later to reappear carrying a different brand, hence the name, Horse Thief Canyon. It's a huge canyon. They call it the Grand Canyon of Canada. It's some beautiful views. We stopped to take some pictures. They had some prairie dogs there, and the views were amazing. And right after that, we decided to go eat at a restaurant that we found on You Gotta Eat Here. Bernie and the Boys. But the food was really good. We did enjoy it.
Superhero.
This is at our campsite at Dinosaur RV Park in Drumheller. We spent the day at the Royal Tyrrell Dinosaur Museum. It's not a bad site. A few people here. It's not empty, almost empty. Picnic table, pretty level. Full hookups, washroom, shower over there, laundromat. Showers you have to pay for. It's a loonie for 4 minutes, not bad. Hookups are really close. Very nice day today. Tomorrow, we're off to maybe Kicking Horse to see if we can get in a first come, first serve campsite. Then we're headed to Jasper. So I'm sure I'll take some videos on the way. Maybe stop in Calgary, Banff. Not sure yet. See you tomorrow.